Come on in. We are talking all things going live. Feel free to come in, ask questions. We are talking about how to go live with confidence and ease. And so I appreciate you all joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's see. We're going to see if we can get started pretty quickly. This is my 4 o'clock live. And so we talk about going live here so that you guys can get as much as possible out of this live streaming process. I know some people are interested in going live on different platforms, so we talk about it in a way that you can learn and grow, and ideally you can go live too. So this will become a playlist and you can kind of go back and watch it and decide how you want to proceed on these TikTok streets and on YouTube as well. So I talk about both platforms. I am a YouTube partner. So I talk about how did I get here? It did take me a little under a year. So I talk about that so you guys understand kind of the expectation and grind. Some people can fast track it. But sometimes it's just a matter of staying consistent, showing up, continue to post the content, and you will build, you will grow, you will get your people to come in, and that consistency matters. All right. So I appreciate you all doing the engagement that I asked you to do. Go ahead and give me a like. Thumbs up the live. Also, click that subscriber button below, as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So, I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you all joining. And let me know if you have any questions as I go live and, like I said, as you post content too. Let's see, as I post content too. So appreciate you all joining. Let me get our screen going. I always want to make sure we are chatting and talking. Feel free to ask questions. Um, Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Make sure you give me a thumbs up, a like to like the live. Also, click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. We are about to go live, so feel free to come in, ask questions. I appreciate all the support. If you have any questions about the go live process, this is a great time to ask. I spend a little time here first, and then we go over to the TikTok streets. So I want to make sure I'm answering your questions on both platforms. So feel free to come in, ask your questions, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody who's here, I am a YouTube partner. So if you have any questions, let me know. Meantime, give me a thumbs up to like the live. Also, click that subscriber button to get notifications on when I go live and post content. And so let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. I'm happy to answer those as well. And so I'm setting up my screen. I co-stream on TikTok, so you guys are going to hear me in real time talking about the algorithm, talking about how to engage. I'm helping you understand the live streaming process. There's a lot going on this platform on TikTok, and I make it available here on YouTube as a way to engage my YouTube audience, but also to make this available as a playlist. And you can go back and watch the live stream if you have questions about how to go live. All right. So, as I said earlier, I'm a YouTube partner. So, if you're curious about the YouTube partner program, I'm happy to tell you my experience, my approach to it. I'm going to drop a couple nuggets if you need them, so I can give you information about that as well. Um, Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. Thank you for the comment. Appreciate the support. Those who are coming in, appreciate you guys engaging. Let me know if there's any questions as you guys come in. And yes, use that comment to engage. Thank you, Juno. Thank you so much for the support, friend. Let's see. We're going to go live on TikTok in just a few minutes. I'm setting up my screen. If you have not been here before, then you're in for a really good conversation. The YouTube community versus the TikTok community are two different communities. You'll learn that pretty quickly if you are in the TikTok streets at all. It's a lot more. The platforms are totally different. Here, you don't have all the bells and whistles. You don't have all the stuff that's on the screen. I'm streaming through YouTube Studio, so I'm not streaming through a third-party platform. So I'm streaming through YouTube Studio, And the features here are very limited. When you go on TikTok, you have a lot of options. There's so many different ways you can engage your audience through co-hosting, multi-guest. You can have people come up on your screen as a multi-guest. You can co-host with someone who's also live. You can also do some of the animations, the effects. You'll hear sound effects. All those different features are in the app. It's not done third party. So when you guys hear some clapping or some cheers, it's because I'm pressing the button in TikTok. So just know the features are all there. I tell people all the time I teach about TikTok, so I'm telling you how to properly engage. And then ultimately, um, I'm talking about ways that you can build community. So we talk about engagement. The sound effects I was just talking about is a wand. You'll see it on the screen. You click it and it has a sound bar that's pinned that you can touch, and that'll allow you to engage that way as well. Let me put my do not disturb on. And so all those features are available as well in the app. Again, YouTube, pretty basic and standard, so you don't have all the bells and whistles. But again, it's up to you. I tell people all the time, people become a little frustrated with the TikTok process because it's a slow climb to build. YouTube is similar. Just so that y'all know, YouTube is similar. And so you got to be prepared for that slow rise. And as you're doing it, you're being consistent, you're showing up, the algorithm's getting used to you. And so you guys will hear me in real time say the keywords to the algorithm so that I know what people are searching. I'm trying to get my viewers to come in, new visibility, people who are curious about going live, people who have an interest to learn about the go live process or how do you get started. And so I'll say some of those things because those are maybe search terms that people are using. And so I'm being intentional about what I'm doing. And so if you have questions, let me know along the way. You guys are going to hear me talk. I'm going to talk to the TikTok audience as well. So you'll hear me talk to them. And then also, and make sure I'm doing some things to kind of get the algorithm warmed up. All right. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't done so already, give me a like, click that um, thumbs up button. So click the thumbs up, you'll see it below, as well as the subscriber button, and then the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. Appreciate all the support. If you guys have questions, feel free to engage. I do have the shop affiliate on YouTube. I have memberships. I'm looking to grow the memberships as well as the gifting that happens here on YouTube as well. All right, friends, TikTok live, live streaming tips. Going live on TikTok, how to go live, giving live streaming tips, come in, ask questions, how to go live, come in, how new live hosts, beginner friendly tips, come in, ask questions. If you're new, afraid, scared to go live. Welcome, Fred. How you doing? Sharani, is that it? Sharani? Sharani, is that it? I know I bit your names up. I'm sorry. I apologize, friend. I feel like I'm so bad at it. And I read the name and my brain says one thing, my mouth says another, and I'm trying to figure out which one is right. So come in. Appreciate you being here. Others coming into the room, I appreciate you all joining as well. Let me know if you guys have questions. We are getting going. Come in, ask your questions about how to go live. If you are new, a new live host, we are trying to make sure we are supporting our new live hosts as you are growing your page and your community. So feel free to come in. We are talking all things live streaming. If you are coming in for the first time, come on and join us. We're going to see if we can get our taps going. We might be not able to get those taps on the screen. All that engagement matters to how you're getting pushed out. So any support with liking the live, that's literally tapping the screen, would be greatly appreciated. And so I'm going to share out my live. Let's see, let's share out the live and get things going. Welcome to the room. Others coming in, if you're out there and you're curious, hey, Rebecca, welcome to the room. Thank you for joining. Others coming in, if you are new to the live streaming streets, come in, ask questions. I'm going to set up my screen and let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. And let's talk about TikTok Live. I don't think that was a relevant comment. Let me know if you have questions, my friend. Kathy, welcome to the room as well. Appreciate you all joining. If you are new, come into the room. We're going to see if we get some engagement going. Thank you so much. My friend, if you are still in the room, how you doing? Sajutha, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining as well. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. Those who are coming in, we're going to see how this goes. I'm not getting any taps, so I don't know if we're going to get any too much engagement here. Is this some sort of calming stream? Do I sound like I'm calm? I talk about live streaming here. Appreciate you asking. Thank you for saying that. How you doing, Blended Scoops? Welcome to the room. Sage, welcome to the room as well. Do I seem calm? Thank you, friend. I keep hearing that. I hear that I have a calm voice. I don't know if that's true or not, but I appreciate you guys saying it. Let me know if there's questions, though. I want to make sure we're answering questions. Sage, how are you, friend? Thank you for the follow. You're brand new to TikTok. You don't have a bio yet, so let me talk about that. I want to make sure your page is optimized. So you want to go in and optimize your page. Pamela, you said I'm back. Pam, are you still at work? You said, Sage, you're pretty new. Well, welcome, friend. Appreciate you being here. He said, "Bob, like a bad nickel." You're not bad at all. Thank you so much for being here. Good. Thank you. Yes, you have a calm, soothing voice. Appreciate it. I got that compliment. I guess that's a compliment. Hey, Velma. I got that compliment on YouTube, so I'm gonna take it. I take the compliment. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I guess there is all types of folks in these TikTok streets. So you find people who are a little bit more not as calm, a little bit more high energy. And then you find the nice, soothing, calm folks too. So, Per Mom, how are you, my friend? I appreciate you. How's everything going? Others coming into the room, I appreciate you all joining. We're gonna get our likes going. My screen is not liking anything I'm doing right now, so I don't think I'm getting any likes. So let's see. We have 213. So let's see. Well, I've been on for 3 minutes now, so TikTok is not being nice. I was able to see my previous lives comments like you showed earlier today. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, friend. So yeah, that's a good feature to have, just to kind of see how people are engaging. And sometimes you have to go back and see comments that come through. It's Gigi. Thank you for watching me for 200 minutes. Look at you, friend. Let your life speak. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for flying in and joining me. Been talking about you and referred two people to the agency. Thank you so much. Are you sending your referral link using the referral link? Um, I don't know if I've seen any new applicants today. Let me check the system. Sometimes I'm so behind. Thank you, Velma. Appreciate the community style glasses. Appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Um, awesome, friends. Thank you all for being here. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask the questions. I'm setting on my screen. I had a couple things that I had to do over here so I can check. Didn't realize it. And let me know if you guys have any questions. And any of my new friends that are coming in, I appreciate you all joining. Um, so I appreciate you all joining. No, I don't have any new folks as of yet. So I would love definitely tell them to use your referral code so that you get credit. I want to make sure my friends in the community get credit first. They're bringing folks in. Thank you so much, Per Mom. You said my goal is to get 50 followers. Okay. Yeah, so you definitely want to get going, friend. You are brand new, level 14. You're brand new. So for 50 followers is not bad. That'll get you live access. You have a blue box already, which means that you've been added. And making sure that you also engage. And if you haven't followed me as a live host, go ahead and click follow. And then also under that, it says join. That's how you join my fan club. It's a 1 coin, 1 penny contribution to join the fan club. Thank you so much. Look at you, Sage. Awesome, friend. I know, very important. I know, very important. One lady asked me if I ship to Canada. I might have missed a sale. Oh, yeah. Shipping to Canada is interesting. They don't do TikTok shop on in Canada. So I wonder how that works. Do you do TikTok shop? Is that what it is? They may stalk first. Okay. All right. No problem. I am here for it. If you want to message me their name, I'll make sure I keep a lookout for them and make sure that I connect them to you, just in case they ask questions about applying. I can say make sure you use your referral code. I never got a flash code in my life last time. You know what? The flash codes have been hit and miss this week. I didn't get any on. I didn't get one in my live on Monday, and then today's Wednesday. I feel like I didn't get one Tuesday morning either. So it felt like I was missing at least two flash goals this week. So yeah, it's been very intermediate. And so I'm not sure what's happening there. I will say this, it's been glitchy this week. I feel very like my taps aren't coming in, just little things that I'm noting. It's a little slow to warm up. I haven't even got 1,000 taps yet. That's how bad it is. So it's telling me that, you know what, TikTok is on something. It's 8 minutes and I haven't even got 1,000 taps. So just know that it's being glitchy. And if you guys see taps on your end, I'm not seeing them on my end. So, hey, Black Lotus, welcome to the room, friend. Teach with Tina, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for the follow. Others coming in, I appreciate you all joining. Blendy, you said I missed the beginning of this morning's live. You showed 3 steps. One was research, two was post the content, three was boards. So boards I didn't get to. Boards is the one I really didn't do. By the time I got to the live and Flourish came up, I didn't get a chance to kind of circle back and talk about it. What I'll do is I'll definitely talk about it here. I'll probably skim number one since we already did it in the earlier live, and number two and three, I'll probably give a little bit more time and effort to. So when everything's said and done, those 3 steps is part of your ritual when you think about it. Michaela, welcome to the room. You want to be intentional about what you're doing, how you're researching. And, obviously, if you plan out your week, the research doesn't necessarily have to be every single day, but I think there is something to be said about tapping in and making sure the keywords, the things you're saying, align with what people are searching for and align with your community too, your target audience. You said that's why I came back. Okay, perfect, perfect. I'm gonna get to it a little quicker today. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully I don't have to spend I spend like the first 10, 15 minutes engaging with the room. Let me put my board back up. I forgot to put the board back up. Um I spend some time engaging with the room and being very intentional about doing this warm up. And so it's glitchy today. We got 1.2K likes, y'all. We didn't get 10K likes yet. And it's been 10 minutes. So TikTok is not being nice to us when it comes to the likes and the tapping. Hey Lisa, welcome to the room. And so it's not being very nice. I think I saw Precious come in as well. Welcome to the room, friend. Black Lotus, she says sorry, but this knee raised back. She came she came into life and I was there. Glow saw her. I saw her then, and then what, she left. You said Nika Grace. I think that's what you're saying. Why did I understand what you said, friend? Why did I get that? It was. I got it. You said it auto corrected some and didn't put her name. Yes, Nika. She came to this live earlier in the week. I want to say that was Sunday or Monday. She did pop in. So she's in these streets again. She's floating around, going where she wants to. We're gonna put it that way. She's going where she wants to go. Um, she's like one of my high fan club members, and she kind of took a hiatus. Didn't say why, didn't talk about it, and so I think all of us is like she's like a ghost floating around in these TikTok streets. But she had to take a break, and that's okay. That's understandable. You said you said who was that? And so yeah, so it's so she floating around in these streets, and sometimes people got to take a break. They come back and they decide how they want to engage. So I don't take it personal. That's one thing that I've learned. If I was to say lessons learned from this process, is that you can't take things personal. Can't take it personal, and people have stuff. They have stuff going on, stuff in their life. They have to take breaks. This could be a lot, or maybe there's some external stuff that we don't even know about. So I was like, you know what? I'm at peace. And so she did float in at one point and stayed for a hot second and floated out. So hopefully she's fine. That's all I can say. All right. And I hope y'all, thank you, Sage, for that heart. If anything I could say and ask for people to recognize, and you do it in your own way. I recognize we all operate in different ways, but recognize that people get connected to you here. Whether you realize it or not, you are building community. And so people are connected to you. They're worried about you. I mean, we checked in on her just to see, and she didn't respond at the time. So, just know people do care and they do connect with you. And so I don't want you to feel like you're not building community, even though this is a virtual space, you are building community. So just keep that in mind. I sent a DM this long text here. Thank you so much, Bitty girl. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Let me know if I can help while you're here. We did get the flash goal. Let's see what TikTok is talking. Dr. Lisa cares. People do care about you all. I'm just saying. I just said that, TikTok. Thank you, TikTok. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, she is I guess trying to slowly come back in her own way and time. And so just recognize that you are making connections with folks. One person on Flash Go. Yes, it's one per person. One per person. It is the Flash Go. It is Dr. Lisa Cares. It is a total of 14 that we need. We got 6 of 14. So let's see if we can achieve this. 16 people in the room. If you have not sent the Dr. Lisa Cares, this is a good time to do it. Um, Thank you so much. Let's stay on topic. Katie, let's stay on topic. I don't know if that's a question or if you're talking about your live stream topic. Let me know, friend. I want to make sure I'm helpful, but let's stay on topic. Sorry, friend. What do you have? So let's see. Yeah, we're gonna ignore you fully. Thank you, friends, for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know if you guys have questions also, and if you're new, put new in the chat. I always want to make sure I say hi to my new folks. Um, and we're gonna talk about the live stream. And we talked about this topic for the last couple of days, and it's been really good because we've had different people come in and share questions that they've had, and we've kind of covered different types of content because of all the different variety of people who are here and content creators. So it's really good to think about, how do you leverage AI? How do you think intentionally about your topic, your target audience, and then obviously engaging questions to continue to build and grow your community. So we've been doing that. And then I showed some ways that you can post the content. So we talked about the story features. I'll do a little bit of the post feed as well. So I just want to make sure you guys are intentionally thinking about your content creation. Hey, Bree, how are you doing, friend? Michaela, welcome back. The Creative Club, how you doing, friend? Can you switch accounts in the agency? You know what? I meant to get your I saw your email and I need to send it to the system and ask that question. The answer, if you were to ask me right now, the answer is no. So I want to just confirm if it's possible, because I don't know the answer, if it is a possibility in terms of which account and how you can switch. But I do believe the answer is no if you have been here longer than that 15-day out period. And so then there's this whole complicated factor. This is what I'm thinking, that you have to be mindful of: the new account versus the current account. Which one is the primary? How long you've gone live? Which ones you made the most diamonds on? All that factors into it. So I don't know if it's a clear cut and dry answer, but I'm going to see if it's possible. Okay. But that's terrible. If you lose your account, what do you do? If you get banned, you get banned. If that's what you mean, if you get banned, or are you saying like hacked? I mean, yeah, if that happens, if you get banned, you're banned. So it is what it is. You're lost my account because my phone. I lost my account because my phone. Was it a banned? No, hacked. You got hacked? When'd you get hacked? You got hacked? Why you didn't tell me you got hacked? I need to go back and look at your email. Maybe you did tell me you was hacked in the email. You said I didn't. Okay. I was gonna say what? Okay. But I regained it back. Okay, you regained your account back. Okay. I'm y'all trying to throw me off. Wait a minute. So both of y'all are good. I'm just saying in general, it's a bad rule. It's a bad rule if you get hacked. What would they do? You would have to work to get your account back through TikTok. TikTok, it's a process. And if you got hacked, you would have to show proof. Remember, we had that happen with Vibe Wellness. You would have to show proof that it is your account, and there's a whole process that you would go through. And you would go through it because the agency really can't do anything about that because it's your account and it's your and the agency is just part of the live stream process. So when it comes to your account, it's your account. Um, so if that was to happen and you never got your account back, I think you would just get dropped, to be honest with you. Now, because you joined with another account by then, I don't think so. I don't know of how they would do that because they may put in a multi-account violation. That's why I said there's so many nuances to this. I don't think it's a cut and dry answer. It just depends on how they operate on the back end. Yeah, what do they do basically own everything? You said, yeah, what does that they do basically own everything I've been doing? Your content creation? Yeah. Yeah. If you didn't download it, mm-hmm. Yeah. If we don't get live or post, yeah. Your content is just there. Yep. You said that's terrible. You know my account has issues. Yeah. Let me look into the question, friend. Let me look into the question and just see what the answer would be. I think your question, um, you said, what does agencies do? Agencies help you with your live stream. So this is a live stream agency. So when you talk about your accounts, your account is multifaceted. Content creation, if you're a TikTok shop affiliate, if you are a seller, if you are part of some of these other programs, TikTok Go, they have agencies now when it comes to what am I trying to think? TikTok One. So this is just for going live. They just help push it out. They help with like the factors that, hey friend, how you doing, Em? I saw Holly Q come in as well. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate it. We are in the midst of our flash goal. Let me pin it. We are we did 7. We need 7 more. Dr. Lisa Cares, and that is the flash goal right now. So a couple things that happens from, and again, Brie, every agency is different, so you have to kind of decide what you're looking for. But ultimately, agencies are designed to make sure that you stay in compliance with TikTok rules and community guidelines. So agencies have a backstage system. We can look at your performance of your live stream. We can look at you while you're live as well, and support you by submitting an inquiry if you're in violation or at risk of getting banned because of what happens in your live stream. I was with just coming back. I know, friend. And so when it comes to but unless I'm dropped, let me check, friend. You're not in the system. I think you dropped yourself. You're not in the system. You're not in my system. Did you change your name or something? Um, Let me check. Did you? No, you're not in my system. It's been like 6 months. I know, friend. But yeah, you're not in my system. So I think you dropped yourself. I realized that I have multiple accounts. Oh, well, this name is not in there anymore. So message me if there's another name. Message me. But that name I don't have. I don't have in my system. Um, so hey, Love Petals, how you doing, friend? Okay. So when everything's said and done, um, agencies have that ability to kind of keep you in compliance. So when you heard me say when you're in violation or a risk of getting banned. So the whole hacking situation, unfortunately, but fortunately, we went through that process with a creator, and TikTok was like, stop right there. We got to talk to a creator because this is their account. So when you get to the account conversation, you own your account. An agency can't come in and support the account part. The live stream, we can advocate for you, but the account is your account. So you just got to kind of keep that in mind. Those are like the two differences of like when you're in that level of a situation with your account and your money. Like if your money is tied up, like PayPal, some other stuff, we can't do that because that's again, that's your personal information. That's all to do with making sure, there's shady people out here. So I mean, there's shady people out here. So you got to make sure that you're communicating with TikTok in that way. So that's one thing I just wanted to say because I know we were talking about the account part of it. When it comes to training and other resources, such as campaigns and understanding what's going on, that's also something that agencies are getting inside information on. And like I said, the compliance piece is a big piece of it too. Thank you all who are here. Appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you have questions. You said I told people to DM me on my live and it gave me an R. You got a restriction for telling people to send you a DM. Now, are you using Service Plus? Hey, Win, welcome to the room, friend. Are you using Service Plus? Because that's the conversation you probably should have had, where like the way you should have said it, like, hey guys, message me here on Service Plus so we can talk about my resources, my services, that type of stuff. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. So let me know, did you use Service Plus when you did it? Because that's probably the way you should have done it, where Service Plus is like the go-between. Yes, on this account, they disqualified me because I don't do services. On the account that you got the restriction for, was it this account? So, or was it the other account? So if you were using Service Plus, that shouldn't have happened. This account. Okay, so this account don't have Service Plus. So if this account didn't have Service Plus, yeah. So yeah, Service Plus is probably what needs to be set up. And then if I were you, I probably would say I have services. I have an ebook. I have a course. I've been live 3 times on this account. Yeah, you might want to change it and don't say you got physical products. All right, friends. Thank you all for being here. We are trying to get 4 more for the flash goal. If you are in here, feel free to send that flash goal. It is Dr. Lisa Cares. Thank you so much for supporting. Dr. Lisa Cares is the flash goal. If you haven't sent your daily heart me, you can send that heart me as well. Thank you, friends, for coming in. You said I will have to figure it out. It may be too late. You think so? Okay, we'll see if you can. And maybe come back and be like, I changed my mind. I have services now. I have services. Y'all know I have services now. Michaela, thank you so much. It's what is it? One per person. If you're new coming in, feel free to come in. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me, you all too. I appreciate that. Let's see if we can get this flash goal completed. We're down to the last 3 minutes. We're going to pin it. We need 2 more people, 2 different people. So 2 different accounts to support the flash goal. And then we're going to talk about Community Fest a little bit because I want to make sure we are getting that accomplished. Thank you all for coming in. Hey, Permom, you're back. And we are down to the last 3 minutes of the flash goal. So if you can get that accomplished, I would greatly appreciate it. It's been, we'll see what we can do. And so we have 2 goals to complete for the for Community Fest. Okay, I didn't realize it was 16 different accounts. I sent you some differently. I sent you some differently secure. What does that mean? Let me know what you meant by that. 16. So the flash goal is 14. Is that what you're talking about with the flash goal? Yeah, the 14 different people. Yep, 14 different accounts. We're looking to support the flash goal. So yeah, you just sent a whole bunch of Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate that, friend. If you're just joining, we are trying to get our last 2 flash goals. So let me know if you guys have questions about the flash goal. It is the Dr. Lisa Cares. Let's see if we can get it. I'm going to come in on my other account and see if we can get that flash goal achieved. Let me know if there's questions. We're down to the last few minutes. Let's see. And let's grab that daily heart me. We got 1 more to get. Let's see who comes flying in to save the day. Let's see if we can get one more person to do it. It's kind of sluggish today. Let's see. I told you TikTok's acting weird because I'm not even getting taps. So my taps are not even showing up. Let me see if it's going to show up on this account. Let's see if we get some taps flowing. Taps aren't coming in. Everything about today is being very sluggish. So we'll see. We got one more heart me to get. If you guys are coming in, appreciate the support. We got one more Dr. Lisa Cares that's needed for the flash goal. So if you're just joining, short stuff the business bestie. Appreciate your friend. You said you're coming in. User, thank you so much for coming in as well. Look at you, friend. Short stuff, I'm going to submit the inquiry too. So I'm going to ask the question. I don't know what answer. What's going to be the answer? So, um, maybe I'll submit, maybe I'll submit it as almost like you're a prospect. Let me ask that question. Maybe that's the way I'll do it. I have to ask the question. Um, if you guys, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. We achieved that flash goal. We did achieve it. So I appreciate everybody coming in supporting. If you are new, feel free to put in the chat, I'm new, and I'm happy to answer questions and support you as well. The Dr. Lisa shop page is the likes are registering, so maybe the other page is in TikTok jail. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, the Creative Club may be the one I have to submit. But you said the Creative Club, yeah, you definitely want to think about seeing if you can get approved for Service Plus. So that will be easier. So you can pin it, you can talk about services. And if your services include certain things that you're offering and maybe some physical things that you would send and share with people, that can get people to your other page, yeah, or your other site. So let me know if there's other questions, friends. Okay, so let's do this. Let's try to move faster. Community Fest, really quickly. We do have a goal for Community Fest. Um, we're trying to get 114 daily gifts. So those are different individual people. And then we're trying to get 240 minutes going live. We're at 190. So that will take this live to about 90 minutes. I'll probably do a 90-minute live. So that's ultimately what I'm going to end up doing. I'm trying to get to seller ultimately, but it's just for now. Gotcha. Oh, you want to become a seller account for the Creative Club. Seller account. Are you talking about TikTok shop seller? Hey, Janice Green. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing the live. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, click the arrow. You can repost it. You can add it to stories. You can press my nose glasses and share out the live that way. Okay. So yeah, why don't you just become a seller account? What's the holdup? You probably should just look into doing that. But you said TikTok shop seller. Oh. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So if you're trying to do TikTok shop seller, then you wouldn't have Service Plus too. It's going to be one or the other. Others who are coming in, appreciate you all joining. Um, hold up is not wanting to, hold up is not wanting to mess up. Gotcha. Okay. You're welcome. Appreciate it, friend. So let's talk about the topic on the board. Um, Let's see. We stay focused on this live. You got to stay focused. So let's see, friend. Let's see. We end up getting a lot of people who come in and do inappropriate comments in my chat. Hello, how you doing, Diamond? Thank you so much for being here. Others coming in, I appreciate it. I am streaming on both YouTube and TikTok, and so you're hearing me talk to my YT friends. But let's get to the topic. So when I came on earlier, I went through and we did a post based on one of our creators in agency. Hey, Miss K Latte, one of the creators in the agency, she was kind of all over the place with her topic in her live stream. And so she was trying to figure out a way to kind of structure and organize her live. And so with doing that, we went back to the basics of doing that brainstorming prompt. And I talked about the first thing you want to do here, as you think about the things that are required before your next live. I want you to think about who's your target audience, What's the topic and how do you focus your live on that? Hey, Carol. Carol, we did this with earlier in the week. Hey, Unwritten Unstoppable. I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you guys have any specific questions. We're going to get started with the topic. Um, and so with the topic we did this morning, it was based on a creator who had like multi interests. So they are a DIY crafter, carpenter. They also do nails, in terms of the DIY nails in their live stream. They did a couple, they cook. So they're all doing different things, working out as well. Thank you so much for the community glasses, style glasses. And so because of that, they're like, okay, where should I focus my time and effort? Where should I focus my attention? How do I know who's my target audience? So she was really trying to figure out that approach. And the AI was able to help narrow her down a little bit. Living Wiser, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. It's Emmy. Thank you so much, friend. Somebody's comment got filtered, so you might want to retype it. I don't see it. So it's right before Carol sent the community glasses and the power ups. So, not the power ups, populars. Hello, all. Thank you so much, friend, for the stickers. And so, because of that, she was trying to figure out how to narrow her focus. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skim it in my 4 o'clock here so we can kind of go through number one, the first tip. And then number two, we talked about posting content. And so, what I showed in the second feature, the second thing I did was showing you how to post the stories. Put in the chat, have you guys, how do you guys leverage your stories? Do you ever use stories quite a bit? How are you using it? Are you just like reposting to stories? Do you actually post original content out of your stories? Do you use the text feature as well? So today I did original content and my stories only. It was me talking on the screen and saying I was about to go live. And so I posted that to my stories today to let folks know about my live. To your story, it was that part two of a question. Is that what you do? You're asking? Is that what you use story for? Or are you saying that's what you do? Let me know, Michaela. Um, let's see. I post older content to story. See, I do the same thing. I'll post some older content as well. I use them to repost mostly. Occasionally I post something silly to stories. Okay. Question. Oh, that was a question. Okay. No, I was answering your question. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Um, so when everything's said and done, you can use it in multiple ways. So I don't want you guys to think like, oh, I'm just going to add to my story and repost old content. I do that 90% of the time. 90% of the time I'm doing that. On occasion, I'll post a text post. I'll submit that to my stories, and then I'll post original content. So just know that the stories really is a way to reach your current audience. It stays there for about 24, well, stays there for 24 hours. However, it's like a call to action. You can use it in that way, as well as just making sure, you're getting that engagement. And then I don't know the answer. Somebody in the chat, if you know the answer, I can't remember what it is. It's either 5,000 or 10,000. You also can post a link in your stories. So people miss the opportunity on that as well. So you can also add a link to your content in your stories. Original content with text and GIFs sometimes. That's good. I post the stories and I just use original content, a mix. That's good. Yep, that's good. So I don't want you guys to miss out on the opportunity. So use the stories in different ways. Who does anybody have the link in the room already? The link feature in stories? Let me know if you have it. And if you remember, if it's 10,000 or 5,000, I can't remember. I don't think it's 1,000. I think you have to have at least 5,000 and maybe 10. Anybody in the room have that feature? Let me know if anybody has it. And I'm going to seal my backup. Not yet. I'm 25. Oh, 25.50 for 5,000. 5,000 followers. Yeah, 5,000 followers is what I'm talking about. Yep. Let me check on my page here to see if it has it. So if I did something in stories, let me pretend like I'm doing content. Hey guys, I'm going to post this content. This is great. We're going to talk about stories. Okay, that's me talking. And so when this feature pops up here, the little sticker, it's 10,000. It's not in this account. This account is over 5,000. like 5,200. It doesn't have it. So it must be 10,000. So just know that that is another feature you can leverage. Okay. I don't see an option for links yet. So on my Dr. Lisa page, I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm going to pretend like I'm posting. Girl, I'm building life out loud. I'm here on my personal page. But my business account I'm stuck at 300. Oh yeah. Um, you'll get there. You'll get there. It's a slow climb, but you'll get there. Before you know, you'll be well past the number. Hello. This is Coach Tracy, backup account. Look at you living wiser. I love it. Welcome to the room, friend. Where is it? The sticker. Okay, let me show it again. So let's pretend like I'm about to do this. Is Dr. Lee. This is this account here. Thank you for being here. We're going to talk about stories real quick, and I'm going to show you guys different features. So I just did a little video. That sticker, that symbol there. Let me flip my camera so you guys can see it fully. So here, that's the sticker I'm talking about. When you click that, it shows all these different features, okay? You see polls, you see link. And if I wanted to add a link, I can add a link and then make a name for it. So that's a feature that comes available once you have 10,000, okay? So it is a great marketing feature too. So if you want to add something to your stories and you want to share a link to your website or some other place, you could. You could. That feature's there for you. All right. So I want you guys to understand the value of stories. And so when you have at least 10,000, you can use that feature. All right. Let me know if there's questions about that. Hey, Michaela, welcome to the room. I have a hard time coming up with story content because I'm coming up with post content. Well, your post content can be your story content too. Don't forget that too. And then when it comes to your stories, let me just start with stories because I know we have talked about the ChatGPT stuff. And then let's be real, Blended. That question, that statement you have there, you can go to the AI and ask it, like, what are some unique things I can do with my stories that I can post there that align with my topic, with my content I'm producing, so that way there's still some things you can share with your community. What you showed earlier helped. Just record a few seconds of yourself. That's it. Win-win. Welcome to the room, friend. Oh, that rhymed, didn't it? So yeah, you could. Exactly. That's a good way to look at it. Don't reinvent the wheel, don't overthink it. Just talk about your topic. And then again, when you're using the AI and it's helping you to come up with topics, use that as well. Hey friends, thank you so much for being here. Um Thank you so much. Who was that? Trash, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Thank you for grabbing that Daily Heart Me. So on this page, let's go here for a second. So we're gonna go to stories. And so you have this feature, you could do a text post. And so that's a good thing you can do when it comes to just letting your followers, your community know you're about to go live. So do a text post. And I'm just going to say, going live, or say, join me live. That's what I usually say. Join me live at 4:30. Well, no, I should say 5:30, huh? 5:30 p.m. Eastern for, because I say for I don't know, we'll say viewer growth tips. So if I did that, let's see. So when you hit next, hey Winnie, how are you, friend? Wani, thank you so much for being here. Um, TikTok says discussing how to use creator tools like stories for business growth. Look, so there it is, viewer growth tips. And then you can just pick the one you want to use. And you can share this with your community. And they'll keep doing other kind. So you just pick one. And then what happens? There's a song that is playing too. So again, it's part of ways that you can add content to your stories and for people to engage that way. Hello, Glow. So if you're not using that, this could be a real quick way to say, okay, I want to put some content out there. I'm going to talk to my community. I'm going to add a text post. and just put something there. I just came from another live where the red hearts were actually the Community Fest hearts. So neat. Bummer that I didn't get that feature. TikTok. You know what, TikTok? I can't with you. I can't with TikTok sometimes. Anybody in the community has that feature. I wonder. So I will say this before I forget. They did do that in the past too, so I'm not surprised it's not there. Thank you. I did a text post story today. Did you really? Awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna remove this because I'm not gonna do it for that one, for that page that is. So what I was gonna say is the uh way this usually works, you do normally see the features there. And then somebody in our agency, Flourish Plants, she was here earlier. If you guys met her, got a chance to see her. New Generation Show, welcome to the room, friend. She is actually pretty high up on the leaderboard. She's under the platinum division, and so she's high up on the leaderboard. I think she's under 200. We'll say under 200. She may be. Let me check. I can tell you actually the exact number. So I know it changes every day because as other people go live, you drop down a little bit. So she is currently for full rankings. She is for the daily rankings, she's 233. And then for overall rankings, she's 187. So she's going to be going live tomorrow in the AM at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern. And then she's going to come back for the bonus hour at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. She's going to have a battle. The battle's gotten confirmed, so she's going to push that out too. So she has a battle as well. So the goal is to see if she can move up higher on the leaderboard. We'll see if this happens. The leaderboard changes tonight. I'm sorry, tomorrow at midnight. So it'll close the qualifier. So she's going to see if she can move up in the ranking even further. And you said New Generations. Her name is Flourish Plants. If it's bad, don't say. Well, you said, where am I? You said, oh, you said, where am I? I thought you said, who was we talking about? I won't say, friend. I won't say. You don't want to know. Let me check. I didn't even check. Let me check for real. I won't say for real if it's bad. When is the prime time to go live? Hey, Dr. Peg. Got to figure out how to do Community Fest. Community Fest this year has been kind of wah wah wah. It's not all that. So, new generation. You're at the point where they don't tell you the exact number. They just round up. So so you're 3,000 plus. That's where you're at, friend. But there's a lot of us that are not super hot. I mean, super low. I signed up, but I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well, let me do a quick overview. Thank you for the populars. Let me do a quick overview. Thank you, others who are coming in. Carla, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all who came in. If you are new, put new in the chat. How you doing, Simon? Welcome to the room as well. Jackie, when is the prime time to go live? I tell people all the time the prime time to go live is when you can be consistent. So pick a time that works for you. And depending on your topic, obviously there can be some other things you might want to keep in mind in terms of your audience and who you're trying to reach. Maybe you're talking to like a more morning crowd, or maybe your live is better suited for a late night crowd. So again, it depends on your topic, but I would say start with you because you want to show up consistently. And so if you're bouncing around and keep changing your schedule and keep doing pop-ups, people are not going to get to really connect with your schedule, and they're going to be looking for you thinking that that's your regular time to go live. It was just a pop-up. And so just be mindful you're trying to build community and trying to engage with your audience. And so you want to make sure people know when to expect you. So start with your availability first, and then you can decide if there's some factors you want to consider. TikTok also gives you some analytics after you've gone live for at least 7 days to kind of give you a better sense of when your viewers, which are not your followers necessarily, are engaging on the app. So again, that changes also because your viewers change. So I would say not necessarily going by that data as well. I still just pop up, need a regular schedule. Yeah, yeah. A regular schedule will help see that growth happen. Okay, that makes sense for sure. And like schedule the live maybe with stories too. Yes. So schedule the live is a feature. It's called live events. So you can schedule your live. It'll show up on your page. So for example, if you look at my main page here, you'll see here, let me slide over. You'll see where I have live events scheduled. Hold on a second. I was trying to slide it. There you go. So those are the live events that I've scheduled that shows up. And then when you get ready to post content or add things to your stories, those live events will show up as well. And you can click them and add it so that it pins on your post so people can see it that way. So this is the live event. And then if you go up here to this arrow, you can schedule a new one. This will show all the ones you have scheduled. And then you can come here and create a new one. So keep that in mind. So that's a live event. That's a very specific thing you're scheduling. Um, thank you all for showing up. I appreciate you all. Let's see. Hello, Shauna. Hello, Kimberly. Welcome to the room as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for sharing that. You're welcome. You're welcome. Um, hello, everyone. It's always great to connect with Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much, Home Sweet Home Media. Appreciate you, friend. So let's go really quickly. This is for Dr. Peg, and then we'll go back to my topic. So we talked about AI and doing your research. We talked about posting the content, and then we'll talk about the boards in terms of marketing your live stream too. So um, when it comes to what was I about to say? Community Fest. That's where I was going. So hopefully I don't mess up and accidentally press the wrong button. Let's see. So here. So I'm ranked at 493. Okay. This is the qualifying stage. It says daily, and then it says overall. Overall is a combination of every day doing qualifiers, which started on the 18th. And so it goes all the way into 8 days. 8 days is tomorrow. Okay. So this is where they say it's considered the regional. And so as you are tracking your performance, you're tracking it based on the qualifiers, which is the daily, and then also the regional. Regionals will get you, if you rank up high enough, um, you'll get to the point where you can be in the global finale. Okay, so many people are going over to the global finale, and it actually shows you right here. So I would need 3 million points, almost 3,500,000 points to get to the top 500, top 50 in order for me to proceed. Now, first of all, TikTok was real wrong and dirty for putting me in the legends group because that's the highest. Okay. That's the highest you can get to. And so TikTok put me in legends like, TikTok, why you do that? Because your girl is good, but so anyway, learn about creative tools for growth. Ask tips about live scheduling. TikTok is listening. And so because of that, I had a long shot. Okay. And so when it comes to your dailies, though, this is an opportunity for you to also move up and get higher rankings too. So it says get points and it says view all. So we're going to go here. And so you have these bonus points that you can get. And so the bonus points is part of how you want to gameplay, especially with your community. Your community is actually contributing points because when you guys click your daily heart me and you scroll down to Community Fest, you'll see where you can contribute points, the different ways to contribute. You can send votes. You can send those community gifts. I have them pinned to my live goal. Those are ways that you can contribute the points. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Blessed. Appreciate it. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you so much for that. 100 days. Awesome, friend. Welcome to the room. Birdie, thank you so much for being here. Linda, thank you so much for joining as well. So so this is where you're contributing points. So you get the double blast. That's a double feature when you're wearing the halo. I don't have it on right now. I had it on during my earlier live. But when you're wearing a halo, it allows you to see if you're in a bonus hour time frame, half an hour. And so you get these double blasts, and whatever your people send is double the points. All right. Then it comes down to the bonus hour. The bonus hour is a specific hour. It is 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern. So whatever your time zone is, just know that that is Eastern time zone. So 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern is bonus hour. And then you have what's called the match bonus. So you can set that up if you're doing a match. You can turn on the match bonus. And then you also have the community rally. The community rally is a specific gift. All right. It's not in my live goal. It's a gift that's in the gift box here below. And essentially, when someone sends that gift, it triggers this gameplay. So we go into a game. And what will happen is you have a little poll that will pop up here. We have 60 seconds to move through the game where people are sending community hearts. So one per person, community hearts, that's a community heart right there. So people have to submit a community heart. Think of it as almost like a soccer ball. It's like the rally of a soccer ball where the ball is going bouncing to each player. And you're doing that kind of dance with the soccer field. And so the rally will do that. And then it becomes like this nice little gameplay on the screen. So it's cute. And so that's the rally, and you get points for the rallies as well. Um, each day, so Dr. Peg, I don't know if you're still here, but each day you see these daily quests. I tell people to pay attention to the daily quest. It's not, I think the daily quest is going to be there throughout July 2nd. That's the last day of Community Fest. I think we'll continue to be able to play the game even though we didn't rank. Okay. Like we didn't qualify or get to regionals or anything like that. So, or get to globals rather. So, because of that, we'll still be able to play. And so, with these quests, there's different tasks you're trying to do. Hey, Wendy, others who are coming in, appreciate you joining. Let me know if you're new. Hey, Miss K Latte. So there's these tasks. So we completed the first task. We did a quick match in my 10 o'clock live that it was a specific gift. Hey, Jennifer, specific gift, which was populars. And then we also have these other two tasks. It's saying I need to go live for at least 240 minutes. Right now we've done 209 minutes. All right. And so that's something I'm going to do. I'm going to stay on obviously for at least another 30 minutes. Okay. So we'll stay on for at least 30 minutes or so. I said I'm going to do 90, so it'll be more than that. Uh-oh. Oh, I pressed it by accident. Okay. So what has happened? When I press it, for whatever reason, it ends this live if I cancel. They're synced. I'm not sure why. I shouldn't say I'm not sure why. I know why. It's the same account. I was on this account here. So if I end it, it ends my live. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone and let it be. You said they are really long. What's really long? Um, and so now I don't have that access to that phone for 30 minutes. So I'm going to stay live for at least 30 minutes and then I'm going to get off because that phone is just going to sit there. Jacia, thank you so much for being here. Hey, everybody. You ain't going live yet? If not, why not? Ooh, I love that. If not, why not? Let's pin Jennifer's comment. If you are new to the room, what's going on with your live journey? Let us know. So the number of minutes they want you live is extreme. It is 240. So because I do two lives, they already know I average 240. So TikTok is being extra. They're like, oh, you're gonna do 240 today. So even if I didn't want to, they was like, hey, this is what you're gonna do. So the 240 is extreme. The gifting is, and I can't go back to it. I don't remember what it said. I think it said, well, let me go here. I think it said 154 different gifters. So you're laughing at me, Michaela. TikTok's like, I know what you can do. I know what you're capable of. TikTok is trying to inspire me. um, we we have we've done the last thing before I clicked touch the button, the last thing said 154 gifts. So I've gone live and I've gotten 127. So we'll see if we achieve that goal too in the next 30 minutes. He said they're doing the most. I know. I told you they put me in the legends and I was like, TikTok, come on now. I'm more like maybe bronze or platinum. I'm not legends level. So there's the different levels. I think it's rising. It starts with rising, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and then legends. And so because of that, I'm in the highest because my fan club number. Now, this been glitchy, so we'll see how this goes. And the fan club is clearly dropping lower, but it is what it is. I've made peace with TikTok and the ups and downs of TikTok. And so that if I could give any kind of wisdom to this conversation, go with the flow, stay focused, don't let it stress you. Don't let it stress you. It doesn't, and for me anymore. And at the end of the day, you'll see the ups and downs, but you'll see the turnaround too. So for this year, I've had some good success in the half of the year. We'll see what the second half of the year will bring. Um, I've crest over 25K followers. That to me is that's a win. That was literally a big goal for the year. Um, I've made a new goal for myself now. I'm like 50K, why not? But we'll see if that happens. Maybe I might fall short of that goal, and that's okay because I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing. All right. So I don't want you guys to stress about this. They had me in silver, and some things yesterday they want me to roll out my bed on TikTok. It's like you're just gonna be here all day long. Brand, good evening, friend. Thank you. You said that's phenomenal. Yeah. And that's the way I think about it, y'all. I think about things as I look at the small wins and the big wins. And so when it comes to Community Fest, honestly, it's a little bit disappointing in terms of what we experienced last year. I think they probably should have kept things the way they were. If I was, being like 30,000 foot view on this situation, they probably tried to integrate too much of the whole World Cup because we know that's happening right now. They probably tried to integrate that entirely too much. And the way they had it done last year, it was definitely a lot more opportunities for new visibility, new followers, new engagers in your room. This time, not as much. And so I think for that reason, I would say they want to go back to the drawing board in terms of how they did it. When it comes and in that, and we were talking about this earlier in the 10 o'clock, because that's not necessarily a win for them, because you had more people being exposed to new creators, which was great. You also had an opportunity for new people, those people to now engage even further. And so now you're limiting who they're exposed to because of the way the gameplay is done. And I think, that's not, I wouldn't have done it that way. So that's one thing I've noted. But I will say, in terms of the small wins, I see the benefit of having those daily tasks, being able to look to see what I need to do next, and then ultimately sharing that with my community. And you guys have been amazing with rallying behind me and supporting those different goals, whether it was the time we had to do 990 comments. Well, yesterday, I take that back. We had to do 1,051 comments yesterday, and we achieved it. So that's a win. That's engagement. That's comments. That's you all coming in supporting. When it comes to new followers, they asked me to get, the goal was to get 212. We didn't get 212, but we got 44, which is a win you know? And so, again, looking at it from that perspective, there's not really a downside to this. It's just, you just, because I have the perspective from last year, I'm just thinking like, well, maybe they should do things differently. I have to run. See you soon. All right, Michaela, take care. Thank you for teaching us. You're welcome. You're welcome. Zita, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all coming through. So just recognize, the good and the bad of it, but just keep it going. Hopefully, you guys are seeing growth. You're seeing people coming in, engaging. I'm calling out things that I normally don't talk about as much as I should. And so, hopefully, I'm modeling the way a little bit. You'll hear me say, hey guys, if you haven't followed the live host, make sure you click follow. And then, if you haven't grabbed your daily heart mate, go ahead and grab your daily heart mate here, click the join. And so, things like that was helpful because that was one of those daily tasks. And so I'm now thinking about my follower count, my new fan club members, those type of things. Thank you for grabbing your daily heart me. If you haven't grabbed your daily heart me, we did get the flash goal. So the flash goal happened already. So this could be a good time to get it if you haven't gotten it for the day. Um, Flash goal was TikTok Your Live, I believe. I think that's no, Dr. Lisa Cares. That's what it was. But let me know if there's any questions. My new friends, thank you so much for grabbing those daily heart me's. Everybody coming in, thank you all. We'll see how this live goes. I appreciate the support. Hey, Bishops, Flowers, thank you so much for being here. If you didn't don't mind sharing out the live, you can share it by clicking the arrow as well, or pressing down on the center of the screen, my nose glasses, and share out the live. When will I be able to use my backpack gifts I got from your battle? Expires less than 2 days. Oh gosh. Y'all gonna make me do an official battle? Let me see who else has power ups in the rooms. Wani and so this is the thing about battles. You just got to make sure you're coordinating people who do have power ups, and so that if they can come and support at the time, that would be great. Um, where go pin the banner at the top? Where do you go to pin the banner at the top? Is that it? How you pin this message? This is called a board. So you create the board before you go live, and then once you go live, you can turn on the board. It's a wand. Where you guys see a gift box, I see a little wand. It looks like a pencil, and if I click that, is where my boards are located. And so you can add new boards. You can change them out. So that's where that feature is located. Yeah, so where do you go? Yep. So you're clicking the wand. You're welcome. Yep. So click the wand. So for example, if I was to click it, I can turn on a different board. So if I wanted to change it to Community Fest Talk. So we're talking about Community Fest. So that's that's where you would go. And so I can change that out. I can add a new board. So it's a great feature. But you got to create your boards before you go live. Okay. Thank you, friend. You're welcome. Do you do the boards before you go live? Yep, yep, you got to do that. Yeah, you got to do it before you start the live and set it up and just make sure it's what you're looking to share with your community. Um, Before entering here, I was thinking of going live and wow. Oh, so summary, please, of going live. Is that what you mean? Summary? Have you, so you've never gone live before, my friend? Let me make sure. Zahid, is that how you pronounce it? I'm assuming you've never gone live before, so let me know, friend. And let me look to see if you have live access. I didn't even check. I just clicked your name. What just happened? Um, there we go. So you're new. Okay, you should have live access. All right, friend. Yeah, so thank you. You're welcome, friends. Others come in our room. I appreciate you all joining. If you're new, go ahead and click follow if you have not followed the live host, as well as join to join my fan club. Hey, Digital X-Ray, how are you, friend? Hello, hello. Thank you for sending that daily heart me. Others coming in, feel free to send the daily heart me as well. Dee Dee, welcome, my friend. How are you? Welcome to the room. Level 10. Congratulations, friend. Level 18. Look at you, Digital X-Ray. Congratulations, y'all. Okay, so what we were talking about today, we were talking about the board here, the 3 things that you want to do before you go live. So I am bummed. I think I just lost access to my phone to show and tell. Because if I click that, I know it's going to end this live. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Maybe it might take you guys onto the other phone, but then I can't show and tell. You said you can't find the practice button to go live and practice. Thank you, Miss K Latte. Appreciate you guys. Live few minutes, and I you quit and ran. Is that what just happened? Appreciate you. Practice button to go live. Oh, y'all, I know what's gonna happen because it's happened each time I've done this. If I click the to resume on this phone, it's gonna bring it over here. Maybe I could flip between the two. I might have to test it out, y'all. I don't know. Maybe I'll. You know what? We gonna ride this out without the other device. So this is gonna require y'all to put your thinking caps on. That's what I'm saying. All right. I don't want y'all to be like, Doc, I need the show and tell. We gonna visualize. So my friends who are here, we're gonna work through this because if I switch it, it's gonna mess up. I know that. So I already know what's gonna happen. You said I have a glove and a booster and a hammer. Oh, okay. So you have You have that. And then Wani, what did you say you had? And then Mrs. Treetop, I think she has something. I think several people have different things going on. Let's see. So I definitely need to plan something. Are we having a super fan meeting today? I should do a super fan, y'all, because I think right now my other phone is gonna be acting up. But let me ask this. Super fans, y'all have questions. Let me know who needs direct assistance, because there's no point in me doing super fans and then drop the room and nobody wants to come up and talk. So let me know who in the room needs some TLC. So Zahid, to answer your question and then to answer Rainey's question. Rainey, I'm gonna go with you first. Because Zahid, I think you're just asking broadly about going live in a summary. So when it comes to practice mode, before you go live, you're going to go to the settings screen. So when you click the go live button, there's settings. Under settings, you click who can watch your live, will allow you to change it to a specific person, which could be your backup account, your other account, a family member, somebody else, and you can go live and get credit as a true live, because you actually are live. So you're not in practice mode. Practice mode is the option after that. So you're not in practice mode, you're actually live, and you can play around with the features and effects and stuff and do your setup. If you truly want to practice and you don't want to be live, then click practice mode. You're not live, you don't get any recordings, no analytics, nothing goes with you, but you at least can see what it looks like to go live. All right, so practice mode is under settings. It's on that setup screen when you click the go live button. All right. When it comes to going live, I tell people try to go live where maybe you do the private live where you're there and you're working through your messaging. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much, Coach Tracy. Appreciate you. Thanks. Thanks. You can choose who joins your live. Yeah, you can choose who joins your live. You can. If so, your live is sent out. Who watches your live? Maybe I should let me say that differently, because you said join. The answer actually yes to both of those, but two different features. So yes, you can you can control who watches the live. So you can select friends or specific people who can come in and watch your live. Now, when you say join, you that's probably a different word for like multi-guest. They can join your boxes. They can join who is in your live as a multi-guest or a co-host. You can also control that as well. When you say the word join also, maybe you're saying people who are just flying in and joining that way. You can control it based on blocking people. But if you have it set to everyone, your live is available to everyone unless you got somebody blocked. So you could block them once they come here, or you can block them beforehand on the content side and they get blocked from coming to your live too. But so your comment means multiple things. It could be multiple things. That's what I meant. Oh, okay. I don't know which one you meant though. So I answered all of them. So yeah, so co-hosting as well as multi-guest, as well as watching from joining your live as a viewer, you do have some controls in there. But if you set it to everyone, it technically is open to everyone. Okay. So yeah, so once you change that settings, you can change it to friends only, or you can change it to specific people. Um, and so some people do that as a private session where they only want specific people to attend their live stream and see it. Um, if you are if you are new, I would say it's not a bad idea. Thank you so much, Rain. I would say it's not a bad idea to play around with making it so that only specific people could watch your live, um, and go ahead and practice. That's a great way to kind of get a better sense. Hey, Deneen, great way to get a better sense of who can watch the live, but also where you can play around with the features, play around with your setup and all that stuff too. Um, and the one where anyone can drop in. I have a business account, so my settings are open to everyone. All of our settings are open to everyone. You got to change that. It defaults to everyone. You could change it though. Deneen, welcome to the room. I would like to do specific people to practice and still get credit. Yes. So yeah, that's what you can do. You can do a specific account. Thank you for the Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you all for coming in. Hey, friend, how you doing? Sarah Junk Journaler. Thank you for the Daily Heart Me. Others coming in. So so with that, I would say try to practice that way and turn on a specific account and play around with some of the effects. You could do that. Thank you so much. Don't be shy. Play with the effects, play with the other features that are here. You can see, what different things mean. Each account has a question mark for the most part. If you click around up here and stuff, there's question marks. So you can click and see exactly who you can click those question marks and then get a better sense of what those things mean as a new person starting your live journey. So again, it doesn't have to be where you're like, well, what does this mean? You can practice in private under that private mode setting to know a little bit more about what's here and play around with things. And nobody has to know. Nobody knows. So if you don't invite that other account, they wouldn't even know you're live unless they'll see you potentially in their inbox. If there's a red circle around your face and you're up there, then it's like, oh wow, you're live. Otherwise, they have no clue. Breakaway, breakaway. Welcome to the room. Others coming in. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, you can click the arrow in the corner to share out the live, or press down on my glasses and nose to share out the live that way. Thank you for the community heart. Appreciate the support. So the three things that the three things required before you go live is where I talk about doing your research. I talk about posting the content, and we were talking specifically about stories, and then also creating your board. Those are the three things that we normally talk about. Thank you so much, friend. It's all good. Let me know if you have questions. This is a room focused on teaching people how to be live hosts. And so we talk about being good viewers. So my new friends coming in, if you haven't followed the live host, that's the first thing you want to do when you come into someone's room as you get to know them, especially if it's a room where you feel like you're learning. So you want to make sure you click the follow up here. And then when it comes to underneath there, it says join. That's how you join someone's room, join someone's fan club. Hello, I haven't gone live, just trying to post content about vacation in the Smokies. Okay. Well, definitely you want to stay and learn how to go live. We'll talk about live streaming in general, but this is what we're talking about here, live streaming. So I teach people how to be good viewers. I don't think I can go live yet, but would like to learn how. Um, you do have live access potentially. You don't have a blue box. I haven't talked about the blue box in a while. Um, and so that blue box is telling how you're engaging as a viewer. And what I say to people, thank you for joining the fan club, friend. What I tell people is that you want to make sure you do have that blue box, because as you're going live, people are going to look to see if you're an engaging live host too, an engaging viewer, because you're going to want people to engage in your live stream. Just like you were asking people to engage in your content or engage by following you and stuff, you got to make sure you're doing the same. And part of that is making sure you have coins on your account so that you can do that proper engagement and support to the room. Should I go live? I have 300 followers. You could. It's up to you in terms of what you're trying to achieve. I tell people you got to know your own why. Thanks for all your valuable support. You're welcome, friend. I tell people you got to know your why. Why are you doing this? And what's your goal? Some people are doing it to monetize and grow from a monetization perspective. Some people are trying to grow their community, so they want community and they want to be involved and engaged in a community. Some people are doing it because they want to become TikTok famous and they trying to get their name out there. Maybe they're a singer, a dancer, artist, or a performer, a musician. So they're trying to do that. And then some people are doing it because they really want to learn and understand how this works, whether it's affiliate marketing, brand deals, those other things that you can do to kind of grow and build your empire, And so they're trying to master the process of different features here and different ways to monetize too. I went live for 2 minutes before chickening out. Oh, really? Did you? Thank you so much for that follow. I see you, friend. Um, I wanted to grow a community and be in TikTok shop. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So TikTok shop, obviously you could do live, shoppable lives and shoppable content. So it's going to be a matter of how you think about the go live process, but also how you're trying to grow your commissions on TikTok shop too. Um, I went live and chickened out in about less than a minute. So I admire you guys. It's so funny. So people keep chickening out, huh? Thank you for the follow, friend. I'm here to grow my community, monetize my side hustle, and hoping to get into creator pilot program. Okay. Well, yeah. So going live. Let me say this. My live host in the room, because I know some people in the agency and other people who are here, they're live as well. They go live as well. We oftentimes in the beginning, I want to make sure you guys understand that it gets easier as you practice. We talk about practice makes progress here, so I don't want you guys to think that you have to be perfect in terms of chickening out. I tell people your day one is not going to be like your day 10. Your day 10 is not going to be like your day 20, and so on and so forth. And so as you do it, you get better, you become more confident, you can continue to build and engage with your community. Hey, Mimi, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Stay with us. Let me know if you have questions as well. My new friends coming in. And let me know if there's any questions that anybody else who had already come in want me to ask. It can be a little scary, but you get into it. Oh, but we got it in us. That's right. And we'll get there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shauna, welcome to the room. I went live today for the first time. I just hit 1K followers. Nice last night. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that. You had live access though already, Shauna. You don't need 1,000 followers, friend. TikTok gives you live access much earlier than that. You really have 50 followers. So many of the friends that are in here, 50 followers. And typically, when you have your account has to be 7 days old, 50 followers, posted content, because you got to do content, as well as that blue box is showing that you're an engaged viewer and you've already kind of told TikTok you're interested in the live stream process. So that blue box is also part of it too, I tell people. I said, I want to go, but how was your live stream, that first live? How did it go? How did it feel? Um, I want to grow my community and go live sometime. That's good. Keep doing it, friend. Day one ain't too many people in the Zoom room. No, it's not. That's how it goes. There's some ways you can kind of manage that and mitigate that by talking to your community, engaging with other live streams, telling people you're about to go live, scheduling the live, and then ultimately communicating your stories, posting about it, but ultimately maybe getting a buddy or somebody else who would be willing to go live with you. And so that's the way to do it. Okay, my account isn't 7 days old yet. Okay, so yes, so 7 days old will is the requirements. You got to be over 7 days. I have wellness and Bible content, so this is the second account I'm growing. Okay, perfect. Um, it was good with all three viewers. I have one under my belt. There we go. That's it. Yep. Where do you go to schedule the live? It's under your once you're on your profile page, you're going to click TikTok Studio. And then under TikTok Studio, you're going to scroll down to the scroll over to the live side. You'll see post and live. Go to the live side and scroll down to tools and resources, and you'll see live event. It's the second box. Awesome. You're welcome. I was saying no reason to check it out. There we go. There we go. So what I will say though, my new friends in the room, I want you guys to understand that at the end of the day, it gets easier. You start off nervous, afraid, scared. My friend who chickened out, my friends who have chickened out. But as you do it and keep showing up, it gets easier. Today's live, we talked about ways you could do your research so you can be intentional about what you're talking about in your live and using AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whoever you want to use. But ultimately, what you're going to do is just kind of walk through the process of going live um, and ask the AI to help you with your topic, your keywords, your target audience, and then ultimately your niche, so that when you're talking, you're having that outline, that flow that you can use, that template you can use to help structure your live stream. Um, I usually talk about a topic. That's it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm in Dr. Lisa. No problem, friend. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, TikTok Studio. I couldn't figure out how to have to go live. Yes. So live streaming, yeah, the live side is under TikTok Studio too. Yes. I usually talk about a topic. Yes. So let me recap what we talked about earlier. That'll be easier because my phone, my backup phone that I normally use is not an option right now because I clicked the button and I don't want to end this live because it's going to make me end this live because the account is synced. It's on this account. So I don't want to click any buttons. Um, I have so many questions about the live. OMG. Like, what is the fan club? You know what? The fan club actually is what we're talking about. And so let me say this. It's all good. You haven't gotten coins on your account. So when you come into someone's live, TikTok sent a little box that said, send a rose, send a heart, join the fan club, those type of things. Hey, spiritual. And so because you haven't done that before, you're not able to see what we see in terms of the fan club. So the fan club is how you become part of someone's community. It's one coin, like a penny. And so you always want to have coins on your account. This is just for my new friends overall. If you look up and down this chat, you'll see people with a blue badge with a number and a badge that says Lisa. Lisa is my community. Those are people who click my daily heart me. The blue box is them in every other live they go to, and that follows you. Okay, the Lisa box stays here. It's for my room. You'll go to somebody else's room and you'll see their box, their heart. But the blue box follows you to every live. And so because you haven't done that, you're not fully engaging and seeing all the features that are here. And so let me catch up on a couple comments. I'll talk about that a little bit more. I just stare and go live and selling products, but do not get in as many people. And again, that blue box is really key in terms of how you're building community. Hey y'all, how you doing, per mom? Um, I earned some money from the gifts from people, but it's not a lot. It builds over time, but you got to be consistent, and you also have to be an engager too. In that way, I have so many questions. Okay, I read that one. How much is a rose? You have to have coins on your account. So a rose is a penny. Think of it that way. It's one coin. So that's the way you should look at it. Yeah. I made some money from TikTok shop while going live. Okay, because you pinned some products and sold them. Okay, nice, nice. Hello, financial educator. Welcome to the room. Thank you for following. My new friends in the room. If you're new, put new in the chat. If this is your first time in my room, let's do this. I haven't done this in a while. Let me do blue boxes real quick. If y'all can amuse me, my friends who have been here that know what I'm talking about, because we're getting a lot of new friends in the room. New friends as if this is the first time they've been in someone's live. So I want to make sure they don't go to the wrong live and then they're like, well, why people ain't as friendly as Dr. Lisa? Because you don't have that blue box. And you haven't grabbed their daily heart me. New, how do we get coins? Does it cost? It costs money. Yes, it costs money. You laughing at me? You said blue. Exactly. Because y'all gonna get out here and be like, that lady just led us astray. She was so nice. And then they went somewhere else and they ain't as nice. Look at you. First time gifted with your rose. Oh, wrong thing. Congratulations. Wrong button. Congratulations, friend. Appreciate you. And so no girls. Is that it? No girls? I don't know if I said that correct. Oh no, not like Dr. Lisa. I know. Y'all gonna be out here real bad. I don't want to sing y'all astray, but just recognize that engagement does matter. You do need coins on your account, especially if you're going live. Yeah, yes, I'm new to TikTok and to you. I know, friend. I know. I know you do. And I know you do the TikTok too. You just said your account is even 7 days old. Thank you so much, financial. I appreciate it, friend, for grabbing that daily heart me. Appreciate that. Um, so here's what happens. Put the word blue in the chat. Oh crap. I can't show and tell. I'm not gonna do it. Because I know when I click, it's going to cancel this live and it's gonna end the live and I'm not gonna be on too much longer. I'm probably gonna be on another another 15 minutes. Okay. So if you put blue in the chat, let's do this. I'll walk you guys through it. I usually show you guys. So let's walk you through it just so that you guys can see what I see. So it's best to show your face to build trust. Exactly. Exactly. No like and trust. Absolutely. Um, so you put blue in the chat. Click your photo wherever you put the word blue in the chat. Click your photo. Once you click your photo, your mini profile is going to show up. Okay. So your mini profile shows up once you click your photo. In your mini profile, there's going to be and I'm going to click my other profile so I can see it. There's going to be 3 boxes that you see in the middle of the screen. The first one is a blue one, or it's gray with an LV and a number. If it says LV0, you don't have a blue box yet. You haven't done anything yet. This is your viewer box. You as viewers, everyone in the room right now is viewers. This is Lisa Bailey. Back up. Look at you, Fred. How are you? Hello, Zeta. Thank you so much. Look at all the blues. Okay. So if you don't living wiser, awesome. So if you don't have that box, that means that it's grayed out. You don't have a blue box yet. We're gonna click it in a second. Hey Fred, we're gonna click it in a second. The next box next to that is a heart. Or it says the word member. It could be also gray. If you've never gotten the Lisa box, it's gray. And it says the word member. So that means you're not a fan club member. So that is where you become part of my community. All right. So being a part of my community costs 1 coin. It is part of the fan club TikTok. I use this analogy where if you're a fan of somebody who is a singer, dancer, your favorite band, whatever, comedian, whatever, you follow them on social media, you go to their concerts, you buy their music, you do all the things as a fan. Thank you so much for those community style glasses. You do all the things, and then TikTok has brought that here to say, okay, you're a fan club member of Dr. Lisa's or somebody else's room. As a fan club member, there are tasks that they're going to have you do. Send a comment. Get your daily heart me. That's a coin. Send the populars to say this room is popular and move me up the popular ranking. And so all that you do as a fan club member. And so when you go live, you're building community. You want your community to support you and help you advance as a live host. So when someone said, I can't remember who said it, I think it was Kingdom, said, "Old people gifted me." Here's the flip side of that. You also want to be an engaged viewer so that people who are supporting you, you understand how to support them. So, so keep that in mind. That's where that viewer box, that first box comes into play. If you were to click my photo, you'll see I'm a level 33. That means I've been in these streets and I've been gifted and engaging and I'm still doing it and I'm growing. Oh, it's all good. I look at your friend. Congratulations. Congratulations on that. Awesome, friend. You are doing it. That was your first time. Look at you, gifted. Thank you all for getting your daily heart meets. Thank you so much. Yeah, you got your box. So you got your Lisa box. So you got your number one blue box. So now you have a number one. So when you go back and click your photo, you will have that blue box now. All right. Thank you so much, Gigi off the clock. Thank you for getting that daily heart me. Are you live again or still? Oh, I've left and came back. I have the 10. This is the 4 o'clock live. I'm gonna get off shortly though. I'll probably stay another 15, 20 minutes. 15, less than 15, maybe 10. OMG, I did it. Thank you for teaching me. You're welcome. You're welcome. And so when it comes to that last box, so I told you the first box, the blue box is you as a viewer. The middle box is you as a fan club member in my room. And then the last box is a diamond. That's you as a live host. So TikTok tracks your performance as a live host and you league up. You go from D5 league, everybody starts at D5, and then you can go all the way up to A1. Now, A1 is huge if you get to A1. That's huge. Okay. A league, those are called leagues. D league, C league, B league, A league. I'm in the B league currently. So, yes, good information. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Hey, friend, home sweet home. You said 100 minutes. Thank you, friends. I appreciate you. Shauna, thank you so much. Good information. You guys are doing it. Thank you so much. Star Beauty just became a super fan. Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you for that, friend. Um, only 2 boxes here. Maybe that is the 7-day wait you mentioned. Yes, because you don't have live access yet. So you don't see the diamond box. That makes sense because you don't have live access yet. So you have 2 boxes. The last box will be the diamond box. And so I'm assuming you don't have it. That's the one you wouldn't have yet. What does it mean if there is not a third box? Um, and you've gone live before, friend. You do have a third box on my end. You're C5. Let me see if it's all good as a third box. It's all good. You do have a third box. It says D5. So go click out of what you're seeing. Click somewhere else on the screen and then go back and click your photo. You may have to put a comment in or find your comment you put in and go back and click it. Sometimes it won't show up. So you got to click out and click back in, click out and click. You don't have to leave the room per se. You just have to click off that screen. It's happened to my account before, so it should show up. Is it showing up for you now? Um, Sometimes you have to do that. So when everything's said and done, no, it's still not showing up, not there. Yeah, see if it does it a couple more times. Click out and click. You may have to drop out of the room and come back in. That might be it too, but typically it's just a matter of going back and in a couple times. Renee, welcome to the room, friend. Hello, how are you, friend? So um, when it comes to the blue box, let's click the blue box. So if you guys go back to the LV number, so LV, whatever your number is, LV7, LV15, what's the first diamond level for your perma? D5. It starts at D5 and it goes all the way up to D1 for the D League. D5, D4, D3, D2, D1. So it's 5 levels in each one. And then it goes to C League, C5, 4, 3, 2, 1. B League, B5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then A League is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They just added the 5 and 4. It wasn't there before, but they do now have it. Um, and so when it comes to your leagues are based on your room supporting, gifting, engaging, and that way you'll league up. Okay. So if you click it, you'll see like a timeline and it's based on a 24-hour clock. I don't teach leagues often because I still have new people in my room that's scared to go live. You're trying to figure out the whole go live process. And then to think about going live daily and leaguing up and doing all the things that require you to be an engaging, committed, dedicated, consistent live host. Okay. So that's what you're doing. But so I talk about it, but I want you guys to understand that there is strategy there. And so you want to be first of all committed to showing up. And then you could talk through strategy. So you'll see depending on if you're in my agency, I will do like one-on-ones with you and we'll talk through some strategy stuff. Sometimes I'll bring some strategy conversations here. We'll talk about it in our Zoom meeting a little bit too. But you got to be of the mindset to say, okay, I'm going to show up and I'm going to be consistent. And that's how you're going to grow. Hey, Kurtz, thank you so much for being here. When it comes to other things with that blue box, if you click it, let's click that blue box. So everybody, if you want to put the word blue back in the chat, if it's gotten away from you, click the word blue again. If it's gotten away, I'll put the word blue in the chat. Hey, Alana, thank you so much. Thank you for that, Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate it, friend. Here's where TikTok is tracking how you are engaging too. So you have points that you're collecting. Okay. And what you want to do, obviously, is level up. The boxes start from level 1. So the levels start from level 1 and it goes to level 50. Okay. Level 25 is a good level because people fly in. Okay. That means that you literally, as a live host, you see who's coming into your room. People fly in. Otherwise, you guys come up from the bottom. So Savvy Queen just joined. There's people who will come up, and so JB1 or JBI came in. So those people are joining. There's people joining your live all the time. Thank you so much for the community style glasses. People are joining your live all the time, but you don't necessarily notice them until until my level 25s or my high fan club members fly into the room. Okay? So they literally, you'll see 25 and above, they'll fly in. Alana, thank you for the populars. I appreciate it, friend. And so as they're flying in, you can shout them out because those are people who have spent some time engaging. He says mine says LV3. Well, give me one second. And yours is grayed out. Hey, Brandon, yours is grayed out. So that means you need to reactivate. You don't have it right now. TikTok deactivates it and grays it if you haven't done anything in 7 days. Hey, Coach B. So if you haven't done something in 7 days, it gets deactivated. All right. And so people don't know you have a blue box unless they click or had a blue box, unless you click their photo. All right. And so a live host can see a little bit more, can see that, but they would have to kind of make sure they were clicking you to tell. Otherwise, you don't see it in the chat. Um, when it comes to, hey, Coach Rhonda, welcome to the room, friend. Coach B, welcome as well. Others who are coming in, if I missed you, hello. If you're new, put new in the chat and say hello so we can say and engage back with you. Thank you for the community heart. Appreciate that, friend. Um, so we can engage back. If you are, so what we're doing is blue box because we had some friends that came in that are new, and we wanted to make sure that they understood the rules of engagement and how to start thinking about their growth strategy. Hello, thank you for the populars, Coach Rhonda. So what I would tell you is click your blue box. If you look at the blue box, you'll see now in the middle of the screen a box that tells you your level. And then it's going to tell you how many points you got. That first set of numbers is the points that you have. There's a / symbol. It'll show the total amount of points you need to get to the next level. So if you're somebody who's level 20, like Coach B is, to get to 21, it's going to tell her a total amount of points you need for 21. And then there's a scrolling message right under that. Under that scrolling message, it will scroll by and says, here's the number of points you need to level up. And so you're paying attention to your level up points so that essentially those are the numbers. That's the difference between what you need and what you have. Those are the numbers that you're paying attention to constantly grow. So if your level up numbers, I tell people if the level up number says 50, it could be, if you're sending 50 populars, then you'll level up to level, 4, 5, whatever the level is. If you want to save those 50 populars or 50 points and spread that out across multiple rooms, you could. And maybe you level up by the end of the day in someone else's room. So thank you so much, friend. Good information. Thank you, friend. So, good afternoon. Hey, Jana. So keep that in mind. I want you guys to always think about it. Hey, Gigi, think about how you're leveling up in that perception, and you manage your budget. You manage how you do it. You manage what you do and where you do it at. So all that is something you want to be cognizant of. So I teach this because I don't want you guys to break the bank, but I do want you to properly engage. And if you are someone who is aspiring to be a live host, then it does. I tell people all the time, if you are going to be a live host and go live, you're asking people to engage in your lives. You're asking them to become a part of your fan club and get your daily heart mate. You're asking them to support your live goal or maybe your gift gallery. That's another feature that's under the profile. You're asking them to support your flash goal. That's something TikTok randomly sends in your room and you want your viewers to engage. And if you're asking people to do that for you got to make sure you're also an engaging person that does it for others. Okay? So that's what that means. So if you're somebody who's looking for people to come in and get your daily heart mate or become a fan club member, that's essentially what it's called, then you got to make sure you're doing that. And you got to stop ignoring TikTok's messages that says to do that engagement. All right? Certain rooms are looking for that. Hey, love. Always great information. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you, Gigi. So TikTok says breaking down the blue box system for growth. Ask your level. What does it says? Ask your level. Ask about your level. That's what it said. So let me know if you have any questions. Any of my newbies that were in the room. If you're new to the room, let me know if there's any questions. Is it clear? Is it clear as mud? Let me know which one it is. Clear as mud. Thank you all for the populars. I appreciate the popular support. Let me ask if you guys have any questions about that. I want to make sure you are getting the information you need. Hey, Diamond, appreciate your friend. What is the Style Up Heart Me? The Style Up Heart Me is in the Heart Me. I'm sorry, I pointed to my photo. Thank you so much, friend. In the Heart Me, if you click up here, go ahead and click the Heart Me. It's going to give you the list of things to do. You'll see the little Heart Me symbol in the top right. It's a little emote type feature. Click it. Click that heart feature, and then it'll take you to a screen to put clothes on it. And as you get points, you if you haven't been doing sending the heart me and doing all those points that you have to go down and claim, you probably don't have points to do it. And so you want to make sure you have some points there so you can style up the heart me and put clothes on and stuff. And you'll see where it has glasses, maybe some funky hair. It has a hammer. I think it's hitting me with a hammer. It's doing something right now. And so people have clicked that and styled up the heart me. That's it. So can you explain the go live gift goal? Okay, so as a live host, you can set a goal for your room. And my goal is sitting up here as 3 different items. I don't know if we achieved any of them. Let me check. We haven't. We have not. So we're close with the glasses, and then when it comes to the Community Fest glasses, and then when it comes to what am I trying to say? The Love Star glasses, the Love glasses, and then we have the Rally that's in there. I'm sorry, the Jolly that's in there. Hey, how you doing, Al? So you set that goal for your room. TikTok does give you some recommendations of what to set. Sometimes I listen, sometimes I don't. But you can set that goal for your room. And so once you set that goal, it allows you to, people who gift, you get a percentage of the gifting. So that's how you monetize on TikTok. So I don't know if you understand the Scale Live Rewards, but that's part of the Scale Live Rewards. So that's essentially how you monetize. Thank you. We gave our Heart Me a new look, Diamond. Thank you so much. She's drinking coffee now. Thank you, friend. Hey, Mr. Sunshine Sunrise. Welcome to the room, friend. Um, so let's focus, Joe. We've been talking, Joe. Joe, we've been talking about proper engagement. You just can't come in a room and tell people to follow you. That's the grow rooms. We don't do grow rooms here. Thank you, Janae. We're teaching how to go live. So we're on the other side. We're trying to be live host. And so the grow rooms say come in and say what you need like that. That's not what you do in other rooms, in everyone else's room. And on top of that, you want to make sure you're engaging first. You're following, you are liking, you are grabbing the daily heart me. You're doing the things to support the room. All right. Let's keep the comments going, everyone. There we go, friend. You said this is all about learning. It sure is. Thank you so much, Diamond. So yeah, so I learn, I teach rather, and ideally what I teach you're going to take back when you go live, and you're going to talk to your community about engaging, because that's the one question I get all the time. Doc, no one's engaging in my room, no one's commenting, no one's answering questions, no one's doing the engagement. I tell people this is not TV. There we go, Diamond. Diamond all the time. I say, I know where she about to go with this. I said, I know she gonna say this ain't TV. I love it. How Daily Heart Me works. Daily Heart Me is your fan club. And so you get points. If you click the Daily Heart Me, you'll see where it says send the Daily Heart Me, and you've done it already. And then it has next to it claim points. You're leveling up in my room the same way you level up in the blue box for every room you go to. So the blue box represents everything, every room you go to. The Lisa box, Daily Heart Me, represents my box. And when you're in someone else's room, it represents their room. And so you're leveling up in different people's rooms. Yep. Interested to learn. Thank you so much. Inclex, thank you so much. Question Bank. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. So if you've gotten the Daily Heart Me in other people's room, you should see the Heart Me when you go to their room. Now the Heart Me grays out too. So if you have not been in someone's room over 7 days and you have not grabbed that Daily Heart Me within that week, TikTok gives it a gray look, and we call it an ashy heart. So your heart is ashy, and you need to refresh your heart. Okay. So keep that in mind if someone says ashy heart. We got that from Mrs. Treetop. Miss Bradley, how are you, friend? And so you want to make sure people are engaging and properly supporting your live stream. And you can ask them to join your fan club. That's totally fine to ask. You guys, so I would show my task for today. I have, and so if you're new, I think this is only for new people. It's not the ashy heart, not the ashy heart. I know. Etiquette dictates you enter into heart me. It's only a penny. That's true. That is true. Thank you so much, Porch Talk with Pamela. And so it is. I mean, it's etiquette. So when you think about a room, if someone is giving you a lot of great information and you're learning and growing, when you come into TikTok, it's an engagement app. When you come to someone's live, TikTok clearly told you to do something. And you got to have coins on your account to fully engage. Now, I teach you don't want to break the bank. I'm not teaching you that. I'm teaching you to engage in a way that's supporting the live host because people are doing this to help educate, entertain, and inspire you. But at the same time, they want that support back. They want you to help their room grow. They want you to engage fully. And that engagement comes from you grabbing the Daily Heart Meter, becoming part of their fan club. It comes from you supporting their live goal, or becoming a title gifter. That's where you become a title gifter by clicking their gift gallery. It's also up here as well. And so those are things you can do to help the live host. And ultimately, and I'm teaching it here, ultimately when you go live, that's the support you're going to be looking for. Now, there is the other support where people are liking your live, sharing out the live. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Lisa Cares. Um, Sharing out the live, putting comments in there, putting stickers. Stickers is if you click the comment box, and you'll see a heart. It's like a outline grade heart, and put in a sticker that says Dr. Lisa Cares, or put in a sticker that says this ain't TV. And so those stickers are also comments. And so you want that support. Now, those stickers come, there we go, sharing is caring. I love it. And so those stickers are for people who are fan club members, and that's how you become part of a community. Throwing things, hey friend, welcome back. And so that's how you become part of a community. So you want your community to support in that way. Putting stickers in the chat, helping with the keeping the chat moving. Those stickers help to keep the chat moving. If I ask questions, you commenting, answering the question, you engaging, asking questions, sharing the live hearts, the hearts that are flowing. That's the taps. We haven't gotten to 100K likes. So what does that mean to like the live? That's literally tapping the screen. And that support is what TikTok sees you all as engaged viewers. And because you're engaging in that way, they'll push the live out to even more people. Hey, Dreams KC, welcome to the room. And so that's how this goes. But you need a community that will support you in that way. And so when you come into someone's live and you're not doing the basics, watching a live is fine. But there's certain rooms, like if you're watching and they can see if you got that daily heart rate, I can see the Lisas in the room. Um, and they see that you haven't done the basics of sending a penny, a coin, then people will sometimes ignore you and not answer your questions and be like, whatever. But but I don't want you guys to be that way. I want you to understand the etiquette, because when you go to your room, you're gonna help people understand the etiquette too. Laugh out loud, not the Lisas. I know the Lisas. Right? How are the hearts flowing? Do you do that? Literally tapping the screen. Are you on a iPhone or not an iPhone? Are you on the phone or computer? Hey y'all, hey, how's everyone? What you learning today? We're teaching our newbies the blue boxes. I'm gonna get off shortly. This topic, my backup phone, I can't show and tell the way I want to. So I'm kind of gonna um abort this conversation today. So I'm gonna get off in like the next 5 minutes or so. But with that, I'll bring this up tomorrow and I'll show and tell a little bit more with the second one being posting content a little bit more, helping you guys understand that. It doesn't cost a thing to tap the screen. There we go. So it's all good. Literally, take your finger and tap the screen. Just tap your phone. Oh, I tapped and got the hearts. Exactly. Thank you so much. Reaching level 10 out in these TikTok streets. Congratulations, friend. Look at you guys leveling up. I see you, friend. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, the hearts are populating. The hearts are flowing when you tap the screen. Now, there is a such thing as a tapping device that'll help with your finger not being constantly doing that. You just clip into the phone and it taps for you. It'll just tap your screen for you. And so people use that quite a bit as well. So that tapping device helps with getting oh my God, I learned something new. You didn't know to tap the screen. So the taps are reflected here under my name, the 87.5K. That's from the hearts that are flowing here. Somebody's using their tapper. So thank you. Who's using a tapper? Who is doing all that like? Is that Coach Rhonda? Thank you. Living Wiser, is that you, friend? Coach Tracy, seriously appreciate your patience. You're welcome. I always use mine. I heard that, friend. Me too. I have a tapper for downstairs. I have a tapper for here. I have this is the remote one. This is the remote one. This is the actual plug-in one. so, so yeah, I have multiple. Capable, welcome to the room, friends. Shelly, welcome to the room. Thank you all for grabbing your heart me's. I appreciate you all. Tap fast and you will get the heart sweat. Oh, the confetti falling. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me say this. Let me pin Coach Rhonda's comment. My newbies, because I can't show you guys. I normally will show this. If you tap the screen, just keep tapping. There's going to be a heart that pops up by under my photo. You'll see a heart pop up. It's going to be a red or pink heart. And that just keep tapping. Don't stop tapping. Keep tapping the screen. And as you are tapping the screen, there's going to be a line that's going to crawl across. Once that line gets to the end of my name, basically at the end of my name, keep tapping. Don't let your finger off the screen. The heart's going to get fatter. It's going to start percolating. Hey, friend, thank you for that. And then that heart will have dots percolating out of it. Once the dots start coming, let go, and confetti's going to fall on the screen. So you'll hear people say, tap to the confetti falls, tap to the confetti falls. That's what you're tapping because that heart got big and the dots came percolating and it's really full. And then it shows how many likes, how many taps you sent, how many likes. That's what's happening. Hey, Queen, how you doing? So I use one too. Girl, I would have been tapping this whole time if I knew. There's a device to tap the screen. Yes, yes, the tapper. You know what? I'll do it since we got a small group, and I'm gonna get off shortly. I will pin my tapper in the on here for you guys. The tapper, I'll do the lights and the backup lights. I'll just do those three. And so we'll pin the tapper. And so that's the tapper. Here it is. And so this is the wireless one. And you see that dot there pulsating. I'm gonna cut it off. That's how you cut it off. You can cut it back on. You can change. You can cut it on and off. The dots on, dots off. And then if you need to make this higher or lower, lower is better. I say anywhere between 5 to no more than like 15 is on a high end. So I would say keep it around 10, 11, 12, somewhere along in there. Maybe even 7, 8, 9. So just keep that in mind. Don't have it too high because you don't want it to look like fake engagement. So you don't want to get in trouble with TikTok. So if you're tapping too much and tapping too high of a rate, it doesn't look real. So that's what it is. So that's the tapper. Oh, okay. And so I usually keep mine at 30. Oh, that's too high. That's way too high. Yeah, you want to turn that down some. And so should we space it? Sometimes people and I do cut mine on and off throughout the live. I'll click off, I'll turn it off a little bit. And then I'm showing my phone all the time, so I'm taking it off and turning it off and stuff. And then I'll just turn it back on while I'm sitting and the phone's sitting down. But like I said, I messed up by clicking the go live. In the way the phones are synced, if I cancel out the go live button, it's going to end this live because it's going to think I'm trying to end the live because I'm on this account on my other phone by accident. I didn't do it. Well, I shouldn't say by accident. I was showing you guys the Community Fest stuff and I tapped it by accident. So I tapped go live and it's thinking I'm trying to go live over on the other device. So now I gotta wait and I'm gonna get off shortly. So I gotta wait. Um, how they gonna sell them and then penalize you for using it? Yes, you can't use it at the full rate. Yeah, TikTok is like, you faking it. You ain't real. You ain't really tapping that screen. You tapping that screen too fast. I'm gonna buy that tapper. Oh, look at you, friend. Awesome. You said that part. Yeah, TikTok is real funny. TikTok's like, you can have it, but you can't. Kinda, but not really. Um, Thank you. How you doing, Renee? I was wondering if you could do that. Be on your phone and computer with the same account. No, not this is the same account. You're right. In two different devices. See, I'm scared to touch anything over on that for the phone. I will show you. And so because of that, it's like, hey, what you doing? So if I cancel it, it's thinking I'm trying to cancel the live and end the live. And so apparently that's happened twice now where I clicked cancel. I was like, oh, it ended it because I clicked cancel. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna play with it. Um, you said capable. I cannot figure out a time to go live. Been doing different times. Yeah, try your best to hone in on the time. That allows your community to get used to you showing up at that time, especially if they like what you're doing and offering, and they're grabbing your fan club, and so you're building community. But it requires you to be consistent. Thank you for the wealth of knowledge. You're welcome, Renee. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. Uh, Thank you so much. Let's. I don't know what that was about. I'm streaming on YouTube as well, and people are sending comments that I don't understand. Okay, so I'm gonna get off shortly. Let me unpin this, and I'm gonna remove and so you guys see my background lights. This is real. Always got to point that out. Thank you for the wealth of knowledge. Yes, TikTok is sketchy. Got myself in jail today for getting and making too many followers. You're calmed me. Exactly. Yes, you can't do over 200, not 200 a day. So you are in TikTok jail for the next 24 hours until the time you got in jail. So keep that in mind. So Um, there are people live around the clock. I have people at 6:30 on Wednesdays stalking. Shocking. Yeah, yeah, they're around there. But again, it's about community. You're building community. And so when you're building community, you're trying to get people to come back at a time that you're available. So for me, it's actually kind of interesting. People will catch me at 10 and 4, and I have my 10 o'clock people who come at 10, and then I have my 4 o'clock people who come at 4, and then some people overlap, they come either time. But the majority of people, I from the heart me perspective, the majority of them come from the 10 o'clock. That's the majority. Yeah. The majority come from the 10 o'clock. And so by the time I come to the 4, there are people who need to renew their heart me, and my numbers have been dropping because the 4 o'clock, um, they've ended their time with me, and so now, they should renew, and so they need to come back. So you're trying to build that number up. You said I come to both. I know you do, Frank. You do. You sure do. Um, so yeah, you're trying to build that back up. Thank you all for being here. My community fest, I have one more goal. I don't know if I'm going to achieve it. It is that I think I need two new gifters in the room. So if you haven't grabbed your daily heart me, that may satisfy it. It says get daily gifters and it's 154. And these are unique people. So if you already did something, then you're counted. If you haven't done anything, a rose, daily heart me to become a fan club member, then you haven't done anything. It is time to do something if you don't mind supporting. That will help me satisfy that last goal for the Community Fest. Thank you, Fran, for the populars. Y'all did something, but I appreciate y'all. Y'all didn't count. Y'all didn't count in my numbers. Hey, Precious. I think these are new people. So people who are out there listening, come on in and grab your daily heart me, and you will satisfy my last two people. So two new people. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that follow. If you're new to the room and haven't followed, look at you. Thank you so much. Let me see. Did we get it, Luna? That you came with your backup? Nope, that didn't work. I don't know why it's not working. Huh? I think it's new people. Let me make sure. I don't know if there's a way I can make sure. Let's see what it says. Nope. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's two new people. Let me keep clicking it. So yeah, it says 152 of 154. So hello, come on in, everyone. I don't know. Maybe I'm assuming it's unique people. Um, maybe it's not. I don't know. So thank you so much, Luna. You followed and unfollowed. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. You said, "Let me help Doc out." Is that? Let me see if that did it. No, it still says 152 of 54. I don't know what that means. Daily, let me look at the way it reads. It says get daily gifters. So those are daily heart me's, maybe? Maybe those are daily heart me's? It must be daily heart me's. Hey, shy girl. It must be daily heart me's. That's what I'm thinking. Daily gifters. Let's see. Did that do it? Nope, that didn't do it either. I might have clicked it too soon though. Let me check in a second. I'll check in a second and see if that populated it. Because I think I was clicking at the same time you were sending it. Thank you all. You guys are sweet. Appreciate you getting that daily heart me. Miss Tammy Travels Business. Thank you so much. So maybe they will see that they can um demo it too. That's true. Yeah. Tell everyone new to come in on my live. To my live tonight at okay, here. Let me pin this. This is Porch Talk with Pamela. Pamela is a new live host. And she's a new live host. And anybody else, go ahead and put your three T's in. Your time, your topic, your time, and your time zone. I want to showcase everybody else too. But Pamela is a new live host. She's going live at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And so she's new to this process. All right. So she would be a great person. Like what she's saying is just come see her in action, but also come support. But she is new to the game of going live. And so she's starting off and you're learning and she's growing and you guys can engage that way with her too. So she's looking for some supporters. Um, she said they could see me learn from you after just 3 months. Look at you. Has it been 3 months? She is doing it scared. Yes, they can see it's okay to do it scared. Yep, I love it. Dreams KC, she is literacy Wednesdays at 6:30 a.m. and Sundays at 3 p.m. Central Time. So 6:30 a.m. on Wednesdays and Sundays at 3 p.m. Central. Precious, she's gardening at 9:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. Um, okay, I'll try to join Pamela. I think I will be able to follow her. Yes, so if you click her photo, if you click her photo, you can click follow. Um, you got it, girl. You got it, girl. Yes, absolutely. She got it. She's been doing her thing. This is number 3 for her. So definitely come and support. Okay, whatever happened, I got 153. So I need one more. One more daily. I think that's what it is. One more daily. Let's see, Tina. I'm going to check in a second. Tina, you sent your daily. Let's see if it worked. We got it, you all. We got it. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate that. You said I'm still new too. Look at someone, everyone get in here. I heard that. We got it. Thank you all for supporting that too. Because again, that's the community part of this. User, thank you for that daily heart me. That's the community part of this because it's all about community. So you almost got to, I hate to say this, you got to think about ways you're going to help your community and ask them for support, but also be mindful that people are here, they want to support, they want to learn, they're trying to grow. And so as you're doing this, keep that in mind for your viewers. People are trying to grow. They're trying to understand. They want to support. You got some people who don't want to support at all. There are some of those people out there. We know them. The TikTok streets is like the regular streets. But at the end of the day, I think people genuinely want to help. And if they find value in what you're doing and what you're sharing, they'll support you. Okay? Capable says, Pamela, if you're seeing this, I'm there for you. I'm a new live host as well. Look at there. So Pamela is 8 p.m. Pacific time tonight. She's going live tonight, y'all. So drop in, show some support. Did we say 8 p.m.? I think I said that correctly. I feel like I should have been saying 8:30, but let me just check. Um, thank you all for being here. 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. I'll ping you one more time, friend. Thank you so much. I had to go back and check. Thank you, Mimi. I appreciate it, friend. Those who are coming in, thank you for the follow. I see you all. Thank you. We doing it, y'all. We are. I appreciate it. And so definitely connect with Pamela. Click her photo. If you click her photo there, you can also connect with her. And then when you come into lives, you guys will see where you can click someone's photo and you see the @ symbol. You can message them. You always want to put words as you click someone's photo or their name and you try to message them in the live here. Always put some words in it, but that's how you can personally send a message to people. Me too. I've done 8 as of today. Look at you, Gigi. Welcome, welcome. Wow, when is your next live, friend? Congratulations on that. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome. It's all good, friend. Look at you. You got your box. You're growing, friend. Keep doing it. Um, I will go on. Capable, you're saying you will go on at 7 p.m. tonight Eastern. And she's women's health, wellness, gut health, bloating remedies. Well, that's awesome, friend. 7 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern. And so there we go. Thank you again for all the information, all the information gems. You're welcome. These questions, thank you so much, friend. I'm going live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. Oh, okay. Coach Rhonda, 7:30 is a new time for you, isn't it? Coach Rhonda does mindset, you all. She does mindset. I just wanted to make sure I showcase that too. She does mindset. She is awesome. If you guys get a chance, get to her room. She talks about getting unstuck because we have these things that keep us stuck, like again going live. You're nervous, you're afraid, you're scared, you're doing all the things, you're overthinking the process, and you're stuck. And so she helps you kind of work through what's keeping you there. What is it about your day, your mindset, those limiting beliefs she talks about. What is it that's keeping you stuck and how do you get unstuck? So really great live. If you want, thank you for that. Thank you for that. If you want to connect with her as well. Click her photo and connect. Capable, I'm going to ping you next, friend, because I know you said your live is tonight also. I want to make sure people see my people who are going live tonight. Let's see. And it's Capable Effie. She is doing women's health and wellness, gut health. Really important. Your gut is the center of your body, and it's really important in terms of how you think. It gives you clarity. If you have good gut health, and just making sure your system is moving the way it's supposed to be moving. And so just keep that in mind. I'll say something fairly personal for me. My mom passed from colon cancer. And so just recognizing gut health was something she always struggled with. And obviously it was something that ultimately impacted how her longevity. But just recognize that it's such an important topic, especially for women. So I just want to make sure you guys recognize the importance and value of what's being shared on this platform. So awesome, friend. Still trying to build your followers. Definitely, friend Beyond Attraction. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much. Hey, BU, how are you, friend? Um, Trying to a little bit earlier to make the 2 hours. Look at your friend. Congratulations on that. OMG, I got stuck sometimes, like functional freezing. Yeah, so go to rooms that's gonna help you in that way. We're doing a life audit tonight. Ooh, a life audit. Getting ready for July 1st. I love that. This is the second half of the year. I love that. A life audit. That's nice. Isn't that in about 15 minutes? Yes, the gut health one is capable. You're about to go live. um, thank you so much, Frank. You said I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you all. That's so sweet. My mom. Oh gosh. Mm, okay. Um, my I want to say it's the 26th of June, so 2 days from now. I just looked at the date. Was her anniversary of passing. 25 years ago. 25 years ago. No, let me do back. Less than that. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. I put too many years on that. 20 years ago. Um, what is a life audit? That's a good one. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for this, love, my love. You're welcome. I'm so sorry for your loss. Oh, you guys are sweet. My condolences. It's some time has passed, but I just looked at the clock, so the date. So the date, honest, obviously the date is a little sentimental, obviously because she passed, but it's also my sister's birthday. So for that reason, I looked at it. I was like, yeah, it's coming up. It's like wow, but yeah, she passed right around that time. So. Um, an influencer just recommended my decodable book from my TikTok shop. Nice. Nice. Um, Dreams KC, she does literacy. So her live is all about reading literacy for your elementary kids. I don't know, do you go K-12? Is it all the way up to high school? Throughout high school, let us know. Do you already give the three requirements? Um, I did share, I've shared this for the last couple lives. I'm going to do it tomorrow as well. My backup device didn't let me operate the way I wanted to for today. So definitely come back at 10 and 4 and I'll walk through them. But I did share them. So number one is research. Number two is post the content, talk about it. And number three is actually the board and how you market your live. These are things you want to set up, but you want to be intentional about your topic, your target audience, who you're talking to, as well as recognizing your niche and the keywords. So you're going to use all of that. You said all kids, all kiddos. Awesome, friend. Much love to you and your family. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all supporting the live stream. Let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate the support from everybody. I'm going to get off. We've done 2 hours and 12 minutes. So I'm going to get off. We checked all the boxes for Community Fest. And so I appreciate you all supporting. Um, it's all good being honest about here. Oh yeah, about where you are and the adjustments needed. Thank you so much, Coach Rhonda. Living wiser. Thank you so much, Coach Tracy. Hey now, love that. I love it. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. I want you guys to claim your points. Claim your points. If you don't mind claiming those points, that is where you are leveling up in the room as a fan club member. If you click the heart me again, this is for my newbies. You're going to click the heart me again, and then you'll see where you can literally go down and claim your points. If you gave the heart me, you get 45 points for sending the heart me. You get 30 points for sending a comment. You get a bonus 10 points for just engaging. And then if you send populars, the community, I think the community gift, or the community, yeah, Dr. Lisa Cares gift, you get points for that, or any other gifts, you get points that you can claim. So claim those points so that you can move along the timeline and get points and then level up in my room. All right. It goes from level 1 to level 50 for the Lisa as well. All right. You're welcome, Dr. Lisa. Go, go home, get you some rest. All right. Ren, I appreciate you, Fred. He's like, girl, get off these TikTok streets. Go home. Go home, Fred. Hey, Margot, welcome to the room. 100 minutes in the room, my little miser. Thank you all for supporting. This phone is about to go out too. So I just realized I'm down to like the last 3%. So look here, friends. Thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, um, sending stickers, and gifting, all the gifting that's happened today. I appreciate it. I tell you all the time before I get off this live, I say practice makes progress. I don't want you to be thinking that practice makes perfect. You're not having to be perfect here. You're just simply trying to go live. And the whole point of this is that you will get better each time you go live. Okay. I tell you all the time, your day one's not like your day 10. It's not going to be like your day 50. It's not going to be like your day 60. You're going to get better each time you go. I'm a year and a half of doing this, going pretty much twice a day. And so just recognizing there's practice that you see here, and even I'll make some mistakes sometimes. So just recognize it gets easier and you become more comfortable, more confident, but it's a reflection of life. You know, if you're doing a new exercise regimen, in the beginning it hurts, it's painful, it's uncomfortable, it's awkward. But as you do it, you get better, you get stronger. All right. So think about this in the same way. I also found, so I found you today. You found me today, friend. Well, welcome to the room. Welcome to the community. Let me know if there's any last minute question. Miss Janet, I saw you fly in. Welcome, friend, as well. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, this ain't TV. This is an engagement app. All right. So those who just joined me today, moving forward, when you go live or when you go to someone's live, you know now how to properly engage. Okay. And so you want to do that engagement, do it within your budget, do it within your means, but you got to do that engagement. That is so important. All right. And so that's going to help you because you're building and networking and building community as well as you're supporting that live host. All right. And you're going to want people to support you. All right. All right, friends. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you all tomorrow. I come back tomorrow at 10-ish, 10 o'clock. I say 10 and 4 p.m. Eastern every day. I usually get on about 10:15-ish because I start on YouTube first and then I'm co-streaming. Good night. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting me. You're welcome, friends. I appreciate all of you all. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye. Take care, friends. Thank you so much for supporting. I will be back tomorrow at 10 and 4 p.m. See you later.